we celebrate the solemnity of the most sacred heart of Jesus. And, as we celebrate this feast, I can think back of, my grandparents' house, and they had the Sacred Heart and the Immaculate Heart images in the living room that was there for everybody to see. And the devotion is a very ancient one, and one that I think is now being revived in many places, but the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And it shows the love of our Lord. As the person looks at this, they are to draw from it the immense love of our Lord, and his heart is pierced. And the gospel reading that immediately after he was crucified and they realized he was dead, a soldier took a lance and thrust it into his side, and immediately flowed blood and water. Blood representing what his gift in the Eucharist will be, and the water for baptism. And, in so many homes, they have the Sacred Heart image. That the heart of Jesus would be recognized as that place of mercy and love in every home. And we are called to receive that, but also to live that. As we look at the Catechism of the Catholic Church, when we in the United States today speak about the heart, particularly with these wonderful hospitals and all that medicine can provide, we might think of the heart is simply being that organ in our chest that pumps blood. But in biblical terms, it is the place of decision. It is a place of wisdom. It is the very dwelling of God in each and every one of us. It is God who dwells there, and we have communication with God without any mediation. It is a place of decision. We can choose to be like Christ. We can choose to be people of mercy, people who are willing to serve, people who know how to love. It is a place in our own heart where we choose to follow Christ. I think looking at images and reflecting on what they mean, the image of the Sacred Heart of Jesus shows his total love. To have his heart wounded by the lance after he had died for us shows that he holds nothing back. Having the image of this in our homes reminds us that we are to do the same. We are to be filled with the same love. We are called to serve and to do it joyfully, no matter our circumstances. As I think back to the image that hung in my grandparents' home, I know that I am called to do the same. What reminders do we take with us? Reminders of who we are called to be. I think of the example of so many people in my life, and being a priest, I get the opportunity to visit many of the sick, the elderly, the shut-ins, and in so many of their homes you will see this image enthroned in a place that everyone can see. I hope that we will see it. I hope that we will imitate it. I hope that we will live this message of the Sacred Heart of Jesus.